Our second year in the Master Collaborative as an official program of the Department of Education. We started as an informal working group the year before. We spent last year surveying competency-based schools in New York City. It was really sort of like a fact-finding, community-building year for us because we have a policy context where, because of the size of the school district, 1.1 million students, 1,600 schools, principal, I know, it's gobsmacking. Principals have a lot of latitude in terms of designing their school, the type of grading policy, curriculum instruction. So what we learned in the working group is that there were all these schools who were doing competency in isolation because they had heard about it at a conference or they learned about it as an instructional model somewhere. And, so we had so much interest after that first sort of informal year that we were an official program last year, and what we did last year was just take the survey of like where people were, build community, cross-pollinate, help people move along in their own implementation path. And then this year, our focus as a community is equity and justice. Mm-hmm. We work in a very, very diverse, large urban public school district. And statistics for college and career readiness in that district are not good. They're a call to action as far as we're concerned, especially for Black and Latino male students. We just really feel like that is the moral imperative that drives our work. And so we're taking this year to really focus on making the connection between competency-based education as an inherently more equitable system when combined with culturally relevant education.
Interesting.
Yeah, that's a lot of buzzwords.
I heard it, but I'll tell you, I heard a lot of equity during the conference, but not so much the cultural proficiency or cultural competency. So that's interesting. So I want to hear more about that, and then I am curious about the community building and cross-pollinating.
Definitely.
Like here's some things we did that worked for us in New York City.
Well, here's what I'll say is I think a lot of times when folks in the competency world talk about equity, they're talking about meeting students where they are academically. It's a really good system for, if somebody's way ahead or way behind, they have the sort of flexibility to move at their own pace. It's much more personalized.
That's a good distinction, and I don't think anybody made it during the conference. That we're talking about meeting your student where they are academically, and that's what we mean by equity.
I do think that what we're trying to do is we're trying to take it a step further. So we are trying to make the case that competency actually allows you not just to meet students where they are academically, but where they are in their identity.